Hello, welcome back. It's so good to see you. So, today I'm going to be reading some strange thoughts. Yeah, I don't know what else to call it. It's strange thoughts that children have, or thoughts that you had when you were a child. As usual, I was not able to sleep, and so I was just looking at different articles and stuff online, and I came across this stuff where it was like funny things that kids think or something, like in the past. I don't know, but I put them on my phone. It's just like a bunch of, I don't know if it's Twitter or what it was. Oh yeah, the little bird. It's Twitter. But anyway, I thought that these were hilarious because kids are just so funny, and like the way that their brains work. I don't know. Anyway, so let's see about these funny thoughts or random thoughts. I don't know. Okay, so the first one says, I remember when I was 6, I got a hold of my dad's ID, and it had an expiration date. I spent 3 hours crying because I thought that he was set to die on that date. He asked me why I was crying, and I didn't tell him because I was scared he was going to cry as well. Oh my god, that has got to be some torture for a kid. Like, actually thinking that you know the day that your dad is going to die, and then not wanting to tell him because, you don't want to share that information that could possibly be upsetting. But like, God, that would just be awful. Okay. When I was a kid, my mom had a bleeding ulcer and couldn't move. My brother and I called 911, and the ER came to get her. She was admitted, then was sent home with a clean bill of health. A few days later, I called 911 to tell them she was doing much better in case they wanted to know. That's sweet. That's actually really sweet. Okay. Before I knew what a live studio audience was, I thought that the people you hear laughing while watching TV were people in their houses. I would sit very close to the TV and laugh ignorantly loud so they could hear me too. That's cute. Okay, when I was 6, my parents told me I had a doctor appointment, so I would leave early from school to get a shot, and I thought that meant that I was going to the doctor to literally get shot. Poor kid, man. Ugh. Can you imagine going to school that day? It's me like, oh my god, the doctor's gonna shoot me later. Like, panic mode for sure. Okay. This one says, my cousin one time was singing a song, and I heard it on the radio the very next day. I was so proud of him, thinking it was his song. How disappointed I was when I found out people were allowed to sing songs that they didn't write. That would be cool to think that like your cousin was just super famous or whatever. Okay. My dad was a surgeon, and one time he was hours late getting home from work. I asked my mom about it, and she said he was tied up at the hospital. So my dumb, overactive imagination thought bad guys had taken him hostage and tied him up. Poor kid. Okay, so the kid is thinking that, and then they're looking at their mom just like going about her business like, how are you okay with this, mom? Poor kids. Okay. When I was 4, my mom told me she had just delivered my baby sister, and I cried and begged to get her back because I thought that meant my sister got shipped somewhere else. It's funny. Okay. I used to think that when an actor died in a movie, they were permanently dead. Like, what the F would, why the F would you sign your life away for one movie and then die? That's funny. When I was 8, I had a dream where my mom was a robot, and I woke up thinking she was a robot, crying. It made sense in my head since I'm adopted and my mom is unable to get pregnant. I asked her if she was a robot. Crying a lot, she laughed and denied it, but I was suspicious for a month. Oh my god. Oh my god, that poor kid just constantly like side-eyeing his mom like, is she a robot? I don't trust it. Okay. My mom got fired from her job when I was little, and I cried because I thought that meant they were going to light her on fire. What? Oh my god. Man, it sounds like being a kid is just terrifying. When I was a kid, I thought that if the same episode of Mr. Bean was on air, it meant that Rowan Atkinson had to act again each time the same episode was on. That would be a tough job to be an actor if that were true. Okay. When I was 5 years old, my dad was trying to fix his parking and accidentally hit a woman's car. She threatened to call the cops. I was in the back seat and thought that my dad would go to jail and that woman would have to adopt me. Oh my god. Oh my god, like, what's going on inside children's brains? Just like, what? Okay. When I was little, I asked my mom for a penny to throw in a fountain, and she said she had no change. My mom never carries any cash. I cried because I thought we had no money and we were going to starve to death. Why you gotta take it to the extreme like that? Okay. When I was 8 or 9, I ingested some watermelon seeds by mistake. I remember standing in front of the mirror in the bathroom trying to see the progression of the watermelon growing inside of me. I was sobbing. I tried telling my grandma, and she just rolled her eyes. I do remember that. Like, I remember my mom telling me not to swallow the watermelon seeds. I don't think that they had seedless watermelons when I was a kid. But yeah, I remember my mom telling me, don't swallow the watermelon seeds, and you're like, why? And parents would tell their kids that if you did, a watermelon would grow inside your stomach. Why? Why did they make up that lie? And it was like a collective lie that all parents told their children. What? Okay. And also, thanks a lot, Grandma, for not, making your grandchild feel better. You just roll your eyes and continue on with life. What? Okay. In daycare, we were eating snacks, and one of the other kids said that the chips were the bomb. I started crying immediately, thinking there was a bomb in my stomach. It took 2 staffers to calm me down. Oh my god, that would be terrifying. Like, imagine you're just eating and then somebody says that the thing that you just ate was a bomb and you're probably about to explode. That's what it translated into that child's mind, like, terrifying. Okay, I was like 7 and out with my dad at the ATM machine. at the ATM. The machine swallowed his card. I was crying for like 20 minutes thinking we were going to be homeless because it stole all his money. What? Why did they go to the extreme? I don't understand. Okay, and then the rest of these, yeah, they're so like weird child beliefs or whatever, but it says, I believed that people in the past lived in a black and white world because old pictures were only black and white. I even asked my mom how she had a favorite color when she was little, since the only colors to choose from were black and white. Wow. Okay, I believed that if I played with my belly button, it would pop open. I thought that I thought that is where we were sewn together. Oh, I thought that was where we were sewn together. Why would we be sewn together? What? Okay. I believed that all teachers lived at school. I thought they slept in the classrooms and never went to the bathroom ever. My son, like last year when he was in school, it was like spring break or something, he said he wanted to go back, and I was like, well, the teachers aren't there. He's like, what do you mean they're not there? And I was like, well, they're at home, they're doing their own thing, they're living their lives, they need a break too. And he's like, what do you mean they're at home? And he told me that he thought that his teachers lived at the school. Okay. I believed that when my dad played the stereo, the people singing lived inside it. I was always curious where they slept, went to the bathroom, and ate. I wanted to pry the speaker open to look inside, but I knew that would get me into a lot of trouble. That's cute. I believed that lightning came from the flash of a huge camera in the sky. So every time I saw lightning, I would look up and smile really big. Oh, that's cute. Okay. I believed that if I ate a lot of carrots, I would be able to see in the dark. Yeah. I don't remember doing that, but I do remember thinking that carrots would like make me have supervision or something. I don't know. I believed that nuns did not have feet and floated when they went around because they were so sacred and holy. Cool. Nuns are awesome. Okay, this is the last one. It says, I believed that my mom had eyes in the back of her head. She could always see what we were doing in the back seat of the car. I do the same thing with my kids. My son thinks that like it's magic. How do I see things back there? It's so funny. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.